So if we put this here, then put 3 refineries lined up to it, like that. Like that. Then you've got pipeline Mark 1 that goes to here. I mean, technically it just goes to this. But I can't make that without... It probably goes to like here. Oh my god, I got a Satisfactory achievement. Steam achievement. Pipe dream. Build 5 kilometers of pipeline. Holy shit. We probably want to make that more better. More better? Can we make it more better? Noodle just looks better. Hi, Ella. How's it going? How are you? Then these can be pipeline Mark 1. Which means this one should also probably be pipeline Mark 1. We're going to make all of these alumina solution. We're going to hook it all up to the other power we just did, which will be cool to see if that works. It's a lot of pipe. Laid a lot of pipe. Much more betterer. Yeah. How are you today, Ello? Hope you're having a great day. Chat was flying during Ocarina of Time. I saw the beginning pre-slow mode, and it was wild how if you sent a message, it would immediately disappear behind 10 other messages. Yeah, that shit was crazy. Shit was crazy. Okay, we need bauxite, which we're going to have to... I'm relieved that's not the case on a normal day. I'll say that much for sure. It was also a lot of fun to have for just a couple days. But I'm relieved it was not every day. Each one of these needs 120 per minute. So it's just a Mark II. Then we would just build another one of these, like right here. And of course, we have to fill it from the other end. But a player's in the way? Well, fuck me then. I'll get out of your way. So the piping is going to be a little funky. And I'm going to have to pipe stuff up. The head lift is going to be a problem, probably. But it's okay. I'm not that worried about it. Actually, I had a good day at work despite working with my toxic manager today. Good weather, good day. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. That's great. It would make the whole cult thing a lot harder if there were that many people typing in chat all the time. Like, it'd be so sad to not have all these random conversations that everyone takes part in. It's true. There's definitely a sweet spot, though. Jordan said it would be worse. It could be worse. I've seen streamers where I type hello when they start. It's still on screen when they end. It's funny. There is, like, there's pros and cons to all of it. There's pros and cons to, like, the one-on-one streamer conversations. I've had plenty of those in the past, like, where it's, like, you and the streamer. Big pro of that. You get to know each other real well, which is awesome. Big pro of that. Slight, like, con, quote unquote, of that is, like, some conversations are so much more fun when there's 10, 20 people. Like, the conversation, not more fun, but the conversations are just, like, a certain aspect of the conversations are so much more, like, dynamic. Like, sometimes when we've gotten to the point where it's me arguing against, like, 20 to 30 or, like, 40 of you in chat, and I'm losing the argument, not because I'm wrong, but because I'm arguing against 40 people who can think on their feet, Of course, I'm not wrong. Like, you know, I'm correct. It's just that it's a numbers disadvantage. Like, that is really fun in a different way, where it's like, I can't win because of the 40 people, like 35 are like, sure, but then 5 of them or 2 of them are like, but you didn't think about this, motherfucker, or what about this? Like, the conversation can just be so, like, you know, sometimes it can be really engaging because there's always somebody there to, like, move it to the next step. That is also, can also be exhausting, that type of conversation. But checkmate, Strimmer. Checkmate. Okay, so now I need to build a Priya, gifting 3 months of a sub to Giordano. What the hell? That's so kind. That's so kind of you, Freya. Can we get some hearts in the chat for 3 months? Thank you to Giordano. The Giordano can hang out here without ads and stuff. That's so sweet of you. It's tough. I do remember the day, like, I remember one of our old moderators actually used to really would pretty often say things to me, would be like, Ryan, I don't really, like, I know you, like, want to, like, grow, but I don't really want you to grow because I'm going to be really sad when we can't, wire's too long, when we can't do this, like, when it won't be just, like, the small, tight-knit community that it is now. He's like, I'm going to be bummed when it's different because I don't want that. And I got it for sure. I do get it. But I also think, like, I think you can be sad over that, of course. Don't tell me how to feel. Like, someday, for instance, not that this is at all guaranteed, because it is all very, like, you know, it also just, like, goes in waves and stuff. But, like, someday maybe we're playing, you know, Elden Ring on this channel in 5 years or something. Maybe it'll be, you know, 50 people hanging out here. Maybe it'll be more. If things grow, if they go that direction. I think the thing I always think of, like, you know, I'm the constant, so of course this is how I think about it, but, like, to me it's just like, make lemons out of whatever you got. Like, sometimes the type of conversation you can have with, like I said, with 5 people there is one thing, and the type of conversation you can make with... Okay, so we can no longer add wood. Shit. Is another. I don't know. Burn the wood. I don't need the wood. Five years, I thought it would be 20. It could be 20. So these do take power shards. So that's very interesting. 300 meters cubed. So then hypothetically, just 2 of these is all you need for... And that's good for when you have limited water space. But we don't really have limited water space. So maybe we just chuck... 600 is what the thing can carry. How much water do I need per minute? It feels really, really weird, Giordano says, to talk and interact with the streamer, but then realizing I'm the only person typing in chat makes it seem like I'm bugging them, feeling like the spotlight is always on me, which my social anxiety gets me to stop posting. Oh boy, I don't ever want to speak for another streamer. But if you're the only person typing in chat, I don't think you're bugging them. I think you're probably so fucking important to them in that moment. Because the difference between talking to you in chat and not talking to you in chat is talking to yourself versus actually talking to somebody. And I've done some just talking to yourself, and I've done some talking to people, and I'll tell you what, I fucking prefer people. Oh, no, for sure, Giordano. It doesn't change how you feel, which is the key, which is what you're saying. You're saying, but I feel socially anxious because I feel like I'm... The other thing I've heard is that it's like, if you're the only person typing in chat, you feel like I can't sit my phone down. Like, I'm carrying this conversation. And that's another thing where it's like, it could be hard, or it could be, you know, like a different type of pressure to be like, if I leave, this person's out of luck. Like, you know? It kind of bums me out when a streamer has so many people in chat that they can't even really read it. How are you going to have a conversation with 2,000 people? That's rough. Oh, yeah. Like, on the large end of things, I don't understand it. I don't get it. I don't, like, and by understand it, I mean I don't know how they do it. Like, I can't really, like, when I'm watching Northern Lion, the chat there's very few, like, personalities in chat. It's mostly... Like I can't watch chat and think, oh yes, this is this person. This is this personality. That's a lot of viewers. Dan Giesling, on the other hand, which is, you know, like often around 1,000 chat, like a very active community, probably around 1,000 people watching a lot of the time. If he's live right now. Dan's live, 578 people watching. Blueprints, by the way. That's the game I've been recommended, by the way. I feel like at that size, they're always back to talking to themselves again. Luxie's chat is flying. It's true. But also, like, I can watch Luxie's chat and pick out certain personalities. Now, a lot of times it's the mods. But, like, same with Dan's chat. Like, I can pick out the personalities in Dan's chat. Okay. 120, 240. 480. 180 times 4, front seat question. 180 times 3, front seat question. 360, 440, 540? I need to hit 540. 69, god damn it. I need to hit 540, which means, unfortunately, 5 of these things running. Which we're going to do for now. We're going to do 5 of them running for now rather than... Power shards are a million a minute. No, we shouldn't. We shouldn't do. With power shards, I can make 2 of these. Power shards, I can use forever. We're going to use power shards. It just doesn't make sense. If we want to future-proof it, we power shard it now, not later. So that's 600. So now we can put... this allows us to do a couple things. Now we can put 4 Mark II pipeline right here. Go here. Go. Oh, this is not going to automatically link up, which is kind of funny. Go here. Okay. So... the headlift is going to be the interesting thing. We're going to have to chuck. We're going to have to chuck pumps here, I'm sure. I have not chucked them yet, so that looks sketchy. We'll figure it out. Bye, Oliver. See you later. Marvin, I'm just going to ask now because I feel like you keep trying to hint at me about it, and I'm just going to ask because I am frustrated. Not frustrated. I am frustrated is the wrong word. I'm tired of wondering. Marvin, is there front seat question? You keep saying there's something Tama about math. Don't succumb. It's already done. I'm already done. Don't. I'm already doing it. What do you want to front seat me about math with? Hit me with it now, or forever hold your peace. If you're doing it, I'm sure somebody else is too. This hurts my soul. I'm sorry. The blind playthrough is a little less blind right now. What's the thing? Probably 69. What's the math thing? Pi is 3.14 something. I feel like chat becomes sort of a monolith at some point. Like people start memeing the same things, and that's all the streamer gets from it. I think that can be true in certain people's communities. +2 in Northern Lion. Keck W back in the days of 2020. Jesus Christ. Keck W back in the day. You hung out in somebody's chat. I've streamed via Discord a time or two. Mostly I did it for camaraderie, but yeah, I've done talking to myself streams before to a room of lurkers. Yeah. Search bark in math. Search bark in math. This search bar? No, the what's the button? This one? 1 + 2 = 3. That's funny. This one? So that's in, right? In 3 times 180. Well, it doesn't math very well. Do I have to hit times like on the other thingy? Like this? I can't even use X. Actually, in Indiana, pi is 3.2 according to a law of some sort. I think that is no longer the case. I think it used to be the case. I have to use this. 3 times 180? No, I'm just going to keep asking chat. There's no way I'm going to use the quick search bar. All right, are we getting water up here? We are not getting water up here. Thing that I don't know how to know is how much head lift I have gotten. This is saying 21.7 no matter where I am. This is 57. Okay. This might be an interesting way to learn out a little bit of fluid dynamics, though, right this second. Thank you for looking at the math thing. You're welcome. Now, I've allowed you to front seat. Please, please, please don't hint at more front seating. Please, I beg of you. Please stop hinting at more front seating. Thank you. I'm happy now I know that the quick search bar can do math. That's my trade to you. I give you that. Please help me here. Please help me. Once you have enough chatters, you can just offload some work onto chat and someone will do it. It's true. You guys are my Google. You can be my calculator. You can be my whatever you need. Exactly. I offered to sleep with Jeff last night. Is the pi thing in Indiana still true, or did it just used to be true? Okay. Front seat question about fluid dynamics. If I click on the pipe down here, am I getting any different information than if I click on the pipe up here? Yes or no? Please just answer in a yes or a no. I used to think that looking at the pipe at different places gave you different, like, icons right here. Fluid dynamics do not apply to your coffee mug. It's true. Okay, so I got 2 different answers, which is interesting. We said if it is the same segment, then no, you don't get different information. 2 people said yes, though. You do get different information. This is all one segment, which is why I used this and this as my examples. All right, I'll let spoiler chat decide if they want to if they can come to a conclusion on that one. Otherwise, I think I'm gonna assume the answer is yes because there were 2 yeses. Oh, then no? Okay. I was looking at the same segment, I thought. Here and here. Okay. So it is tied to the segment. Okay, interesting. Then that means somewhere in here we cross the border of 20 meters of head lift, I think. It's production. It is here. 10 meters of head lift. The Indiana Pi Bill was in 1897, one of the most notorious attempts to establish mathematical truth by legislative fiat, by the way. I don't know how you pronounce that word, but it's a great word. The bill implied the incorrect value of the mathematical constant pi. It did never become law. It was written... it was intervened by a professor at Purdue University who happened to be present in the legislature on the day it went up for a vote. Let's go. Fiat. Fiat. I just pronounce it feet. Okay. So then let's chuck a pipe here and see what happens. Not pipe. Jesus Christ. A pump. Head lift 50 meters, head lift 20 meters. Let's try a pipe Mark 1 and see what happens. Don't love the way that like lines up, but fun. Oh, did I put you too hot? Wait. This one works. Okay, sweet. So then we got to delete this one, I think. The head lift and recommended head lift shit of this is going to be very confusing to me. Head lift 2.8 meters, recommended head lift 20 meters. These guys should produce 600. Flow rate is low. 0 here. We could solve the problem, quote unquote. Can I just upgrade it? No. Hold up. I don't want to place it alongside it. I want to upgrade it. These are yellow. Pipeline holds. I gotta figure out how to read these things. It's back to fluid dynamics, chat. Here we go. Always the problem. Now that we've left the Blade Runner series starring Henry Ford behind, what's our current goal? Our current goal is we need to figure out how to make aluminum. 10.3. Do that, we have to like store and now this one has gone up from 3.7 to 10.7. Sorry, 3.7 to 13.7. 13.7. If we delete this one, does it go back down to 3.7? It should, right? Is it exactly 10? This is going to go back down. We'll see what it ends at, though. When are we getting our guest lecturer, Uzai, to teach us about fluid dynamics? I know. But even if I learn real-world fluid dynamics, then I have to learn this video game version of fluid dynamics, which is its own problem, you know? Headlift is hovering around 10, which is weird. Did not know. Do this. If we unpower it, power it back up. Now it's at fucking 12. Okay, there's one easy way to solve this. We don't know how many pumps we need and where. Here's the way to solve it. Chuck 2 big-ass pumps. Oh, 3. And hope they do the job. Oh, so do we want a smaller number of head lift? That's a... Oh, boy. That's a rhetorical question. These are all rhetorical questions. Interesting. Speaking of guest lecturers, when are we getting our PowerPoint stream? Honestly, maybe someday during Satisfactory, what we'll do is I'll just be like, hey, I'm in a Discord call. Come, come info dump on me. For the next 2 hours, it's info dump. It's info dump season. It's info dump office hours. I'm in a Discord call. Come in. Tell me about your special interests. Okay. So this one, we probably want to speed up. I would love that. That would be fun. That'd be cool. We should try that. I also wonder what the power situation is like right now. Let's check. Not amazing. Oh boy. We'll run a little bit. We'll put some more geothermal generators down, and we'll see if that helps. Something's still chasing me. This area is really cool. Be another geothermal, like... Which special interest would I even pick? That way? Really? Pretty close to the first one. Oh, right there. Cool. That should be tons of power. Capacity 1500-ish max. Maybe not. We'll see how high it goes. We'll see how low it goes. Consumption is only 300 right now, but I don't think our miner's even running, so... Uh-oh. Do we get a box for our presentations to act like a Subway Surfers during Satisfactory? If you actually want to build the PowerPoint, then yeah. I figured I'd save you guys the hassle of having to build the PowerPoint by just allowing you to do it verbally, rather. We chuck some batteries on this. We really get a lot of bang for our buck with this extra production. Like our max is 150%. No, even more. Almost double our low. So batteries evens that out. Like our effective capacity would actually be around like 1100 probably. So I kind of want to just do that. It makes a lot of sense to me. Gotta have batteries in this world somewhere. Batteries are where though? I'm not seeing them. Are they special? I like the sound of this machine a whole lot. Oh, are they... Where are they? The fuck? Okay, let's hover over all this. Get this all cleaned up. The sound of this is like a beat. Could I just do a magic trick instead? You can do a magic trick instead. Here's the thing. The thing about it would be you'd only ever get guaranteed about 60% of my attention. Because I'm going to be like still trying to like play Satisfactory at the same time. So your special interest, you'll get my attention at times. Like, it'll be maxed out. But at other times, it's going to be a little... I'm fucking losing my mind right now. It should be in power. It's called power storage. It's called power storage. Make that make sense. They're really relatively cheap. The thing we know about batteries is you can actually... Oh, baby. Oh, why is that so hot? Oh, there we go. That enemy is directly in the way. Love it. Okay, this should make our power interesting. Oh my god, I'm kind of low HP. This is not going particularly well. Ah! Please don't kill me. We're gonna add this to the other. We're gonna add this to the other. Whatchamacallit? Before too long. The power grid. We're not gonna do separate power grids for the entire rest of the game, but I want to see what this looks like. Basically, this is a way to run a little test on what geothermal actually looks like. So, God, I need ammo. I've only got 16. Just finished another phone interview. It went really well. Hoping to move to the next stage. Let's go, Dokuritsu. Please don't kill me. 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 300 a minute. Perfect. Let's go. Carly says, 6 or 7 years ago, I wanted to start a podcast that was just letting people info dump and teach me about their special interests, but then I realized I'm too socially anxious to do that. That's, first off, you still should if you think that is at all interesting, Carly. I would love that. Second off, I do love that, like, that is such the benefit of having friends, is it's just like somebody who is like vaguely sort of required to listen to your info dumping sessions. Like, what a merger, like. Okay, so that will bring 300. The one over here is not actually connected to power yet, I think. Okay. If you could start a podcast on anything, what would it, or any podcast, what would it be? I can answer this one because we did it. Oh, see, this is 240 per minute. So that goes up to 480, which is the max that this can even carry. So we actually already have one done. So that's dope. And this actually bumps it even higher, which we can't do until we have... My yapping is strictly spontaneous, so I don't think I could plan a podcast. Probably a D&D actual play. I think that would be so cool. God, yeah. Having an excuse to make a D&D actual play anything would be amazing. You know? Okay. Now we need to figure out what we do with a luminous solution. And how we make this all work. So at this point, if we add coal to a refinery, we get water and we get aluminum scrap. The interesting thing about water in this game, this is actually the part of this that most scares me, is that I don't know if I can burn off water. I need like a vent. It's not something we've talked about before. I need like a vent. I had a podcast with my friend before. Mostly only our friends listen to it, but I love it because it's our little time capsule of us. That's how I feel about I Brought You This. I would love the time to bring I Brought You This back, but I love that Megan and I did it for a little bit. Talking about science like Bill Nye episodes, but podcast version. Honestly, I don't know what we'd talk about, but I feel like my wife and I could have good banter talking about lots of stuff. Nacho Narks says, thank you for the sub, Dulon. Let's go, Dulon. Thank you. I'd make a podcast about songwriters collaborating. When are we creating the cult podcast? It's just a mixture of everyone's podcast ideas. I need a vent. I do. I need to ruin this world. I need a water sink. That's what I need. I need a water sink. I highly doubt this is a closed system, but let's do the math. 18 meters cubed of water makes 12 meters cubed of a luminous solution. After you turn that into aluminum scrap, you have received... This is 4, wasn't it 12? So you've received 6 meters cubed of water, but you've used 18. So you've received a third of your water back. 18 to make 12. 12 to make 6. That water, if I try and filter it back through, I don't have a way to prioritize it as far as I know. Maybe this... Oh, maybe I'm a genius? Oh, dude, I don't know how to make that work. I don't know how to prioritize the water. I could do it with... Valve? Hold up. We have a valve. Now that's interesting. Now that's very interesting. I don't know. Does a valve help me do anything? It limits. I could limit these. But I'm always going to be missing. So if I make 6 meters cubed. Oh boy, this is going to break my fucking brain. This is why the best solution in a world where I can produce infinite water, or near infinite water, I'm limited by the amount of space. This is why the best solution... Now, hold up. What if we double it? What if we double it? Can I make a closed system? Can I make a closed system of water? Each one of these gets... You're going to take 18. You're going to make 18. 18... Easiest way to do this is probably to do some shit like this. Where it's like... The math here is like, although this isn't going to work because it's not going to be fucking fuck. Ah, fuck. Oh, this is where the math gets complex. If I solve this, though, I'm a genius. It takes summer sloops to solve it, which would suck. But I would never, ever, ever have to add water. This takes... I forgot this fucking takes. You have to... It won't run until it's not idle. It won't do the math for me. So, hold up. So, 18... That's 4 to 4. 4 to 4. 4 to 4. I don't think you lose water in this process. Meaning, if you prime the system... Am I a motherfucking genius? If you prime the system with water like we've done... 2 in this, 1 in this. 1 in the pooper. Wait, what? I think this fucking works. We need to, like, line it up. You make... No, we need to... Your Honor, he's gaming? I'm pretty convinced I'm gaming. How do we do this best? We're going to need to bring coal in. You could also speed it up, although that wouldn't matter too much. No, wait. This is using 240 per minute. This is making 180. Actually, if you even want it to be sped up correctly. 270. Don't you just want it to be 100? Like this to be 100? Target production rate of what? 170 per minute of what? My brain hurts, and I know that I'm making 0 sense to you guys. At 133 clock speed, 240 is 1 to 1. You could actually... This is crazy. This thing's full of water, right? This thing's full of water. We have to prime the system very well. But if we get the pipes and the machines full of water... and full of everything... then I think we could also just screw... Like, this is literally... Oh my god, my brain hurts, dude. In the best way possible. Raise your hand in chat if you're keeping up with what I'm doing right now. No shame. No shame either way. God damn it. I want to put it like right there. Then I want to put it like right here. Raise his hand. You are? I'm so glad somebody is, because I'm feeling like a genius, and I'm about to either feel like a real dummy or not, but... Is this at max water? It is at max water. Is this at max water still? It is. Is this at max water? It's not. So we need you to fill. Which is why this whole machine is running, which means we need to take the aluminum scrap out so that you will do it. So... Oh, also, you're not even powered on. Cool. So, though, I think the way to do this is actually to, like... Oh, my brain. Okay, so from here, I need to build... Luke is keeping up. Ella says, I have zero idea what you're doing 100% of the time in this game. Okay. So here's the long... Let me see if I can talk it through and explain it. I think it will work, but we're going to have to test it here in a second. So that'll be exciting. So we have a recipe that takes water and turns a couple items into a couple other items. Once you're turning those items into still more items, that recipe gives off water. That's a problem because in this game, there is no way to automatically, as far as I know, up to this point, there is no way to automatically trash anything. I'd have to store the water inside of a fluid buffer, and when it gets to the very top, then I can flush it, because of course this game has a toilet. The problem with that is I have to manually flush it. I can't keep the flushing on at all times, etc. So we're going to have a quote-unquote waste product here that I can't easily do something with, and it's just water. The funny thing is, our water waste product is also a necessary product, to bring this full circle, to start the process in the first place. So I think what I can do, if I do the math correctly by both affecting the clock speed, although that's actually less important, one of the machines will just be slowing up, and mostly by affecting the output multiplier. I can take the amount of water that is required to start the system and make it be the exact same number as the amount of water that is produced by the system. And as long as there are no gaps, or even very small gaps like there's about to be, in the pipes, so that we're not like waiting for a pipe to fill or something, then hypothetically I'm going to turn this machine on, and at least from the water perspective, it will just keep refilling itself. It'll keep recycling the same water over and over again in a perfect loop for these two machines. And then I can just build more of these loops to make more... We'll see. This is all very hypothetical at this point, but to make more of the product. We'll see. Been looking forward to this problem, and it's so exciting. No idea if this will work. If it works, it's a beautiful solution. If it doesn't work, we'll have to figure something else out. I like what I like about this so far is we're potentially on the cusp of a beautiful solution. If that happens, I'll be so stoked, because it's one of the best things that can happen in games like this, is coming up with a solution that it just works. And we'll have done it blind, which will be even better. Fucking go. I gotta get rid of some fucking shit in my inventory. I don't want any of this stuff. Please. Okay, so the way to test it is we gotta make this machine run, meaning we need coal, meaning we need... And we have bauxite, so that's good. Also, this does not have any power. How did that happen? Didn't I? No, I didn't connect you to you. That's what I was hoping to do. So you should be on and running to be... I gotta fill you. I gotta fill you with water for now. Gotta fill you with water for now. Okay. Then you need coal. And what speed do you need it? 120 per minute. So, I got a Mark II. Make it a coal right here. It's impure, so it ain't great, but we've got more. The dismantle crate somewhere over here. Bauxite is one area of the game folks have been looking forward to. Makes sense based on a few things I've read in spoiler chat. Hell yeah, dude. Did you guys look forward to it because you were like, this is going to stump Ryan, or did you look forward to it because it's just a fun part of the game? Does that make sense? Okay. Actually, I should keep this here because I needed an easy way to see where I'm going. Pull this way. Let's just go hook it up, and we'll chuck it into that thing, and it should be good. Won't say. Oh, boy. That's Mark III. We can make it go as fast as 250? No, it's 60, so it's 150. Sorry. 250% is 150. That's not great. And that's perfect, but we'll do it because we can maybe combine it with the other one to see what happens. So... Should be power like right over here, right? Look this up. God, I'm nervous that this won't work now. Which would be fine if it didn't work. It's just I would love for it to work because it would, like I said, not even because it would solve my problems, because I can find a different way probably. It would just be a really beautiful solution, and I really want to do a beautiful solution. It would be a lot of fun. A splitter coming from this direction. Okay, so this machine will take coal, alumina solution, create aluminum scrap, which we have to remove still. And at what rate? 720 per minute? Okay, we have a problem. The output multiplier is actually huge. So, hold up. We actually now have a problem. We have a problem only on the how we solve. Oh, boy. $720 per minute? Holy shit. Oh. I can't even unload that fast enough. I literally can't. In a foundry, though, I can mix it with silica, but the problem with that is 100 per minute. Oh, now we've got another problem. Now we have another problem. Not as big a problem, though. Hold up. The two solid things they produce are made at 120 per minute and like 720 per minute or 780 or whatever. But they're combined at basically the same rate, 5 and 6. So we're not going to have nearly enough silica with our current output multiplier setup as we are aluminum scrap or whatever it's called. That said, we're going to have a waste product. Fuck. That said, that's actually terrible because I can make silica into other things, right? But I can't make... Not really. I could just make blade runners. Maybe someday. But I can't make aluminum scrap into other things. Shit. So either way. Hold up. It's time to do one thing. MAM needs to get plopped down. I need to see what my hard drive scans are. Because if any of them have anything to fucking do with... Nope, they don't. Damn it. I was going to say, if any of them have anything to do with silica or this, it would be really helpful. Stream was freezing for a couple times for a few seconds. First thing I hear Ryan say, I have a problem. Rubber concrete? Heavy encased frames. We're probably going to need to come back to these. My brain cannot solve this problem and also the problem we're currently solving right now. We're going to have way excess aluminum scrap. 720 per minute. But hold up. Let me cycle this real quick. No. We're fine. No, we're not fine. Fuck. To make 18 meters of No, wait, we're fine. Because this is actually only... My brain hurts. We're making 240 per minute, but it's actually... This one actually probably will need sped up. Because this is going too slow right now, right? Wait, no. Nope. My brain is fully actually flipped, and now it's broken. How late are you going? I need to get off in 6 minutes because I have to go mow the yard. in the next 45 minutes, which it takes an hour and 45 minutes to mow the yard, but I have 45 minutes to do it. So short answer, I should have got off stream about an hour ago. Not really, but about 2 minutes from now I should. So the alumina solution is currently perfect, which like 240 to 240, which makes sense, which means that this why are you not pumping? Is it because you're max on okay. Have we maxed it out? No, we haven't maxed it out. You're idle. Why are you idle? I don't think 32.3 is the max amount of alumina solution you can make. Maybe it's just so that you can't actually make... You can't make 18 meters more because that would put you just over 50. You are idle because you are maxed out on water. That's because this entire pipe is maxed out on water, which means now we get to test it. The problem is I'm not ready to test it. Okay, here's how we do this. Here's how we solve this problem. I can't even do that. Hi, Rebecca. How's it going? Okay, so I've emptied both of them out. So they are currently making 0 physical products. It should be like... This should end up being a like 720 to 100 over production of aluminum casing, which is going to be a problem. But what we're going to do is delete this and then hook this water up. There should be a very, very, very small gap in the pipe, but otherwise the system is full. Hopefully the gap in the pipe allows enough space for it to actually circulate. It is circulating. Unfortunately, I was hoping to be able to test this to have both lights be green the entire time. Or at least close to it. The problem is I can't even unload this machine fucking fast enough. Only one physical output for this machine, right? How's the factory, Ryan? It's going. I'm currently solving bauxite. Did you ever get to bauxite when you played, Rebecca? So it is actually currently delayed because it is having problems outputting both silica and water. So it is actually, the pipes are actually a little bit too full, I'm pretty sure. I'm not going to touch it though because I want these to keep going. You're way ahead of me at this point? Gotcha. 52, this one should be like a lot more than that, like basically 450 almost, which it's close to. So now we do have a different waste product. We're going to have to figure out what you can make with alumina scrap and silica and hope that there is an extra thing you could do with it. Oh, dang, we're still here. We're still here. We should get off in the next 2 seconds, but we're still here. I think this has potential. We've traded. It's kind of interesting. If this is indeed, if I understand the situation correctly, the Satisfactory devs have done a really interesting thing here, which is that they have made it a... This problem has 2 different sets of thorns. On the one hand, if you design it one way, you create excess water, which is a problem. On the other hand, if you don't create the excess water, if you multiply the output here to make this work, then you're gonna create excess aluminum scrap. So you either have excess fluid or solid. There might be a way to solve that. I don't think so. It's possible, though. You could mix it around with different output multipliers or something. It also might be that you are guaranteed to have one or the other. There is no perfect ratio. It's probably that. The thing will be, the problem to solve now will be what we do with the extra aluminum, or would we rather have excess water and use that? There's more ways to use water, I'll tell you that much. I can use water in, like, concrete, excess water, residual plastic, residual rubber. I could package the water up and do something with it. I could make liquid biofuel. I could make polyester fabric. Sulfuric acid. I keep wanting to play this game, and I'm also a perfectionist. I want everything to look and function perfectly straight away, which isn't easy. That kind of discourages me to play sometimes. Yeah, absolutely. That's why my playthrough is slow. Yeah. That's all right. Hi, Hal Jameson. I've been looking forward to this stream along with the rest of Spoiler Chat for a long time. Super impressed with how you've approached it. What a cliffhanger of an ending, though. I know. Currently, I need to get back to my... What I really, really, really need to do is I need to get back to my habitat or whatever it's called. Because I need to see what the future research might allow me to do. I need to get back to the hub. I need to know if I can research anything that I can use all this shit for. Because otherwise, guess what our plan is? I can research Mark V logistics, which means that I will be able to unload this at a faster rate. However, otherwise I have to build these up into the sky and hold on to aluminum scrap forever. And that does not sound like that's not actually a solution. That's a kicking the can down the road. All right. Either way, though, I do need to stop here. Thanks so much for watching. I give this so far a B solution. It's not running enough of the time, which is a problem. It's idle as we wait for this to use alumina so that the pipe gets empty so that we can eject our alumina. Same thing with water here. But that is we can flush the pipes a little bit differently sort of situation, and then I think we might solve that so that it runs more often. The problem is still, once we take this silica and this alumina scrap, we're gonna have excess aluminum scrap. This ain't 5 to 6, it's 7 to 1, 7.2 to 1. So, as a bad solution, it's actually an alumina solution. That's a great comment. So, we're sitting on too much of a good thing. Either way, that's going to do it. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you guys later. Bye.